Today's question is Facebook bad? I was just listening to a podcast from Vox. What's it called? The Weeds Vox podcast, where they're saying, is Facebook bad? Really, really that bad? A lot of times Vox talks about regulating Facebook, and they think Facebook is some sort of monopoly. I disagree. I don't think Facebook is that bad. I think Facebook can be bad. Um, I think social media can increase jealousy, which is bad. It's bad to increase jealousy, but I don't think it increases loneliness. I think it decreases loneliness. It's Loneliness has always been a part of the human experience, and it Facebook doesn't increase loneliness. It slightly decreases loneliness, and loneliness is never going to go away. Facebook doesn't change that. As far as misinformation, yes, Facebook does promote a lot of misinformation because people promote a lot of misinformation. People have always promoted misinformation. Generally speaking, Facebook can potentially make people more informed if it's run correctly, and they need to improve how it's run. They need to improve the flows of information so more accurate information gets out there. But it doesn't have to be, they don't have to like regulate away Facebook or anything. What else? Is Facebook is also part of Instagram. Is Instagram bad? No, I don't think Instagram is bad. It's just a way to decrease loneliness. That's all. I think if you spend too much time on Instagram, it's bad for you, but because too many pictures and dopamine, and Instagram can be too bad for you if you spend too much time there. If you spend too much time doing anything, it can be bad for you, including Facebook. Facebook can be bad for you too if you go on there too much, because then you're consumed with other people's lives to a point of infinite nonsense, and that can be frustrating. It can be frustrating to just consume yourself with other people's lives, because I think it's actually healthy to care about other people. I don't think it's healthy to care about them to an infinite amount. I don't think it's important to care about people to infinity. They say there's studies that say Facebook makes people more depressed. Well, yeah, when you communicate with people, you're going to be more depressed, because when you feel empathy, you feel other people's emotions. And that's the point. Is it stimulate? If it stimulates you, it's going to make you depressed. Of course, it's going to make you depressed. Of course, Facebook's going to make you depressed, because you're going to feel empathy towards other people's situations, and you're going to be worried about, is your friend count increasing or decreasing, and you're like, yes, it's going to make you depressed, because you're going to feel empathy towards other people's lives, their worlds, what they're going through. And that's hard. It's hard to feel that way towards someone else. Especially if you have a lot of Facebook friends, the more people you start to feel their emotion. And you think of all the emotions they're feeling, you can feel too. And it's just, it makes you feel emotion. Now, is it the most powerful emotion in the world? No. Facebook doesn't make you feel the most powerful emotion in the world, but it makes you feel some emotion, and some emotion is better than no emotion. Okay? Some emotion is better than no emotion. I mean, what else are you going to spend your time doing? I know people who get drunk after work every day. They just get drunk after work every day. And you know what? Is that healthy? Is it healthier to hang out in a bar and getting drunk rather than spending your time on Facebook listening to the other people's lives? I mean, look, you can be communicating and making friends in a bar, or you can be communicating, making and strengthening friends on Facebook. My only problem with Facebook is I don't really make friends on Facebook. I don't know how people make friends on Facebook. It's My only problem with Facebook is like, it's you take people you know in the real world and you add them on friends on Facebook. You don't increase your friends list by communicating on Facebook. That's not how you increase your friends. You can't make friends on Facebook. It's about strengthening already. Facebook is about strengthening previously met friends, previously met acquaintances. That's what Facebook is for strengthening friendships. It's not about making friends. It's not about meeting people. It's not about, you know, it's about strengthening the friendships you already have. And that's worth something to me. To me, that's worth something. What is it worth? I don't know what it's worth. I don't know what it's worth, but I enjoy the emotion it makes me feel because I get to experience a lot of what other people are experiencing and when they post things on there. Another problem with Facebook is it only takes about 30 minutes to read the whole thing a day. It takes about 30 minutes to read the whole thing, and that's not going to satisfy you to socialize for 30 minutes a day. You need a lot more than that, or you should want more than that. But a lot of days I go without it. I go without the 30 minutes to read all of my friends' posts. Maybe some people it takes 5 hours to read all their friends' posts. Maybe some people will have less friends. It might take them 15 minutes or 10 minutes to read all their friends' posts. But the amount of friends I have, it takes me about 30 minutes a day to read all their posts. And it's cool. It's cool. It doesn't take me long, and I don't do it every day. There's some days I don't want to feel empathy. There's some days I don't want to feel all warm and fuzzy inside of experiencing what other people experience. Like, I just want, like, a podcast. I just want to listen to somebody, like, just talk about whatever. Just talk about an issue, like, talk about a social justice issue, talk about movies, talk about basketball, talk about, some random topic on a podcast, and I don't want to read what my specific local friends are talking about. I want to learn about what oh god, my head hurts. I want to learn more about what the professional influencers are. See, there's the influencer class, and then there's the rest of us. I would generally rather listen to what the influencer class is saying rather than listen to what the rest of us is saying. I like the professional influencers who really just know what they're talking about, can really just speak on the cuff on any topic, just bam, bam, and they can really speak well. Of course, you don't feel affection from the professional influencers. The professional influencers are never going to feel affection towards you, maybe in your fantasies, but not in real life. The professional influencers on podcasts are great. Listen to the Weeds podcast, Ezra Klein, Sam Harris. Who else do I have on here on these list of podcasts? I have Professor Galloway. I have Kara Swisher. I have Matthew Iglesias. I have some music writer from The Ringer, Joe Rogan. Even though Joe Rogan's alt-right, I don't like alt-right people, but Joe Rogan's still interesting sometimes, even though I disagree with him a lot. You can disagree with someone and still be not friends with them, but you still enjoy his product even if you disagree with them, and I think that's okay. And you read the professional influencers on Twitter, and they're just they go off on these tangents about whatever they want to talk about. So but Facebook is like, people say it's bad. Facebook's just a platform. I think Gary Vee was the first one to say Facebook's just a platform. How could you be mad at Facebook? That's like getting mad at the sun. That's like getting mad at a group of trees. Facebook's just a platform. And you want to regulate it into oblivion, or some people say they want to do that, but it's just a platform. There's a million other platforms. You can use TikTok, you can use Twitter, you can use YouTube, you can use Reddit, you can use a forum, there's so many other platforms you can use for educating yourself or communicating with other people. What is and people have a lot of obsession with, the dangers of Facebook. Dangers of too much Facebook, dangers of Risky face. Well, I think Facebook can be dangerous if you let it consume you. If you don't use other platforms, like use YouTube. There's philosophy channels on YouTube where you can learn so much about the world. Learn about Plato, Aristotle, learn about Sigmund Freud. There's so many interesting channels. You can learn so much. You need to be educating yourself by professional influencers who have like philosophy channels, psychology channels, like just like professional people. Like people people like consume this like Facebook stuff and they're like, okay, this is what my friends are saying. And they just listen to what their friends are saying. This is what my friends are saying. This is what my friends are saying. And it never ends. Oh, this is what my friends are saying. And it never ends. And you have to open your mind a little bit to what, some of the experts are saying too. Listen to Philosophy Tube on YouTube, listen to ContraPoints on YouTube, listen to Professor of Rock on YouTube, listen to TED speeches, TED channel speeches on YouTube. And you can open your mind a little bit about different ideas, and you don't have to just listen to what your friends are saying. And you can expand your horizons the more you consume YouTube, the more you learn about content creation or whatever you want to spend your time doing, and learn about this, learn about that. Yeah, Facebook is bad. Facebook is bad if you spend too much time on there. Doing anything too much is bad for you. Anything too much is bad. Facebook is just a platform. It's just a platform. And does it make me depressed? Yeah, it makes me depressed, but it also Facebook increases my loneliness and also decreases my loneliness. I hear people's anger and frustration, and I hear their joys and pleasant thoughts. It's a mix of everything. Facebook is like life. Facebook is like life. What is? Why are you gonna be mad at Facebook? Facebook is like a dog. Facebook doesn't know any better. It's just like an algorithm pumping up content. Can it be better? Yeah, Facebook can be better. You want to know what? It's gotten better in the past 10 years. You go to Facebook 10 years ago, the product was worse. The product was worse 10 years ago. The product was worse. It's better now than it was back then. Facebook is better now than it was back then, and it's getting better. Facebook's going to get better. I heard one YouTuber say on his thumbnail, I just read his thumbnail, I didn't watch it, he said I did watch his video. Facebook is a baby. It's a baby. It's going to change so much in the future, in the next few years. It's going to be so different. It's going to have a metaverse. There's going to be a metaverse on Facebook. I don't know what that means. Don't ask me what the metaverse means. I don't know what the metaverse means. I don't know if that's more VR or AR. I don't know if it's realistic, unrealistic. I don't know if the metaverse is something that's going to be vastly different, or it's going to be exactly what we have right now. In a lot of ways, we're already in the metaverse. What am I doing on this webcam? I'm talking to the metaverse. That's what I'm doing on here. And sometimes people watch like 10 minutes of my video, and I go, yay, somebody watched 10 minutes of my video, and you feel empathy towards what I'm saying. When I go on Facebook, I feel empathy towards what other people are saying. And when I, there's a million platforms. I can learn from people. I can feel empathy for people. I can grow. Somebody can help me grow. Somebody can help me mature. There's so many platforms to choose from. There's TikTok if I want to see some weird stuff. There's TikTok if I want to see weird stuff. There's different types of platforms out there, and you can't limit yourself to one thing. Like, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now. If you limit yourself to one platform, you're not going to grow. You're not going to grow as a person if you limit yourself to one. The other thing is you can go outside too. There's a whole world outside. This whole world to see, to feel, to smell. There's beauty outdoors just as much as there's beauty indoors, and that's important to keep in mind too. There's all sorts of things to see outside. All sorts of don't just think, oh, there's just 20 platforms and and then you're done once you've consumed all the 20 platforms. No, there's a million things to see outside. There's a million places to go. You can actually go places too. There's like forests you can walk through. You can go to the pool. You can go play volleyball. Go play frisbee. Go play a sport. I have a basketball court down the street from me. I can play basketball. I can go for a walk. I like to go for like 6-mile walks a few times a week. Just like a 6-mile walk. Just for fun. I walk just for fun. And you know, you can complain about Facebook this, Facebook that, but you know what? There's more to see in this world than just one platform. There's so many places to go. There's so many things to see. It's a whole new world. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feelings. Don't you dare close your eyes. It's a whole new world. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Facebook. Do you think Facebook is bad? Tell me your thoughts on Facebook in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel to be part of the community. Please like this video. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.